Wow, that really did not go the way I thought it would. But I would like to say, and this is just my personal opinion, this is the best Rick and Morty finale since Season 2. Yeah, Season 3's finale doesn't even count, really. You may disagree, and that's totally cool, but I'd like a chance to explain why I think this is. A good season finale of Rick and Morty progresses the character development as well as the story. This two-parter accomplishes both, but it's really episode 10 that hits the home run. Also, completely unrelated, you guys need to watch Shang-Chi. Oh yeah, now that is one solid Marvel origin story. Anyway, here's why we think this finale is really good, and more importantly, why it needed to happen this way, for the future of the show. I'm going to talk about episode 9 only briefly because it's really just a setup for the real finale. In this episode, Rick chooses two crows over Morty. Morty storms off and meets a guy who thinks he is friendly, who then tries to kill him. I mean, we all saw that coming from a mile away, right? I think it would have been cool if the episode really got us to believe that this guy was not insane. Regardless, with this simple plot, it really becomes clear that Rick and Morty's relationship isn't healthy. I mean, yeah, we knew that already, and I bet they did too. But the crows Rick replaces Morty with teach him some real empathy, and he decides to leave the family in the end. It's an emotional scene, and it mostly comes across as not rushed or anything. What? Two crows? That's what breaks Rick and Morty? I mean, I gotta say, it's on brand for the show's humor at this point. This episode is pretty good, diving deeper into what portal fluid really is, with some emotional moments between our two protagonists. It's great, although it's small potatoes compared to the next episode. So, the actual season finale. And this is the mid-series finale as well. The actual season finale starts off with Rick alone in the multiverse, kicking ass with his two crows. Morty is trying to get Rick to come back to the family, but he's on his new path. The crows end up dumping him and he comes back home, then they immediately head off to the Citadel. I know we skipped a few steps with that recap, but we don't have all day here. They really crammed a lot into 22 minutes for this episode. Now, every Rick and Morty fan knows that when the Citadel is involved, shit hits the fan. And I gotta say, I really dug the writing they did for Evil Morty. I mean, you know, Rick and Morty is known for its writing, but it just really came through here. He's super chill, and he's not just a basic villain. But we'll get to him in a minute. We finally get to see Rick's whole backstory. Yes, his wife and daughter died. So, the flashback from Season 3, Episode 1 is true. This leads him to start killing Ricks, genocide, looking for the one who killed his family. After this casual murder spree, Rick formed the Citadel, which operated without him for a while. Rick then finally went back home, where the series starts with Season 1. So yeah, the twist that the existence of Morty was manipulated for Rick's benefit is a pretty heavy concept, and it's what leads to the existence of the central finite curve, as they call it. I mean, Evil Morty said it best. Rick created a prison where every Rick and Morty is doomed to live like this, all because Rick's needed Mortys. I think? Okay, look. This episode is not afraid to get complicated, and it certainly is a bit confusing, but I think I've got it right. If we're wrong, correct us in the comments, I dare you. Yeah, please do. Anyway, Evil Morty travels outside the curve, breaking it altogether. And I think this means that interdimensional travel is not possible, at least for now. I think this because he destroyed the curve. He destroyed the multiverse, or the wall that was keeping in this multiverse, kind of. I mean, Rick's portal gun suddenly stops working. Either that or it's out of charge, but he just refilled it at the beginning of this episode, so I doubt it. And at the end, Evil Morty shoots a yellow portal, implying something? I mean, is this yellow portal just teleportation, not necessarily interdimensional? That would be a blue portal, as we saw in the pilot episode. Ugh, this episode is breaking my brain, man. Aw, is this one just too smart for your smooth brain to understand? Yeah, man, this is some big potatoes. I mean, just, wow, this episode, it's a lot to process. I really can't wait for Season 6, because if there's one thing this episode gave us, it's a strengthening of Rick and Morty's relationship. And I appreciate that. It's not something the series does often, and that's why this finale is great. Sure, Evil Morty happened, but what's really important is that Rick and Morty actually developed as characters. But why is that a good thing exactly? Well, Waffles, what's the best season finale besides this one? Probably Season 2? Exactly. And do you know why? It's because Rick left the family again. This changed the entire dynamic for Season 3. Well, they kinda solved it in the next episode, but that's besides the point. The point is, we all remember that finale as being the best because it had a real impact on the show. For the first time, the dynamic was changing. Not just the overarching story, but the characters themselves. Rick and Morty was always a character-driven show, and when the creators go back to that, it's when the best episodes are made. In my opinion, this is one of the best Rick and Morty finales because it gave us the progression of the story and the characters. I may not understand all of it, but that's okay because I still had fun. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Whew, I mean, what a ride. These episodes were great, definitely some of the best of the season, maybe the best. They managed to sort of end the evil Morty arc, and it was satisfying. Even though it's been building up for like 5 seasons, I feel like this is a little bit rushed, but still pretty good conclusion. That's really all there is to say about these 2 episodes. It's just a great conclusion, and we have to wait for Season 6 to get continuity. Alright, that's all for this video. Comment below what kind of outfits my avatars should wear next. I've heard your feedback. We're gonna be adding some new avatars soon. Some guys this time. It'll make it a more well-rounded and diverse cast anyway. Check out my Instagram for the full body sketch of the outfit Waffles was wearing in this video. We're getting into some autumn vibes here with my drawings, so if you're ready for autumn, go check it out over there. Follow me over there for more generally safe for work furry fashion. Generally. Well, debatable. Subscribe for more TV reviews like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later this week with some kind of video. I'm not sure what it's gonna be, but there will probably be something. Okay, thanks again.